What's going on, YouTube? Philosophy Smith 81 back at it again here with another episode of Random Pack Rebuilds. This is going to be episode 10, and as you can see here, we do have quite the variety today. So I do have four packs of Score, 3 packs of Mosaic, which are the Cellos, and then 2 packs of Illusions. And I still do have the Donruss box here as well, waiting to be opened. So we'll go ahead and go over to pick a wheel, have it pick it. We'll go ahead and rip the pack and see what we get. You guys know the deal by now. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel here and see what we get for the pack. Which pack are we ripping? Oh, Score. Back to Score. Score seems to be good for this format. The first Score pack we did get, and that's going to be Score pack 1 right here. We'll put that to the side here. We'll put this all over here. And have that for next week. Yeah, the first Score pack we opened, they went undefeated just because, you know, there's such good stuff in these packs. And there's a lot of cards, right? There's 22 cards per pack, so you know, you got a chance at more players. So let's go ahead and rip open. Again, you guys know how this works. The first card pulled is going to be the team that we rebuild. Let's get right into it here. This is a kind of a fat one, so maybe we got a med card or something in here. Let's go ahead and see what we get. We get the Jets, and just like the last pack, which was the Steelers first, you know, this is the Jets first, but we already have the Jets already created. Remember, guys, that had Drew Brees as the quarterback. So first off, let me see if there's going to be a team card in the back. If there's a team card, well, maybe we'll use that team, or we'll use the second card. Let's first see if there's a team card in the back. So there's a celebration. So there is a huddle up. Okay, so there is a huddle up card. There is a huddle up card we can use, because it doesn't really do anything for the pack. So you know what? We'll go ahead and do that. Huddle up. Huddle up is going to be the Browns. So we're going to be rebuilding the Browns in this pack. All right. So the Browns are going to be the team. They're going to get legendary Curtis Martin. So starting off good already. Cameron Hayward. So yeah, the second card would have been the Steelers, and we've already done the Steelers as well. So yeah, a good thing we just went with the Browns, right? Cam Hayward, Jalen Waddle. Okay. Mr. Jalen Waddle. Legendary Tony Romo as the quarterback. So not too bad so far. Legendary Wesley Walls. Tight end, old tight end there for the Carolina Panthers. We also got Tim Patrick, wide receiver from the Broncos. Kevin Byard, safety. Michael Brockers, defensive end. Charvarius Ward, corner. Another legendary, Charlie Joyner. This is going to be full of legendaries, isn't it? I can see it now. Carson Palmer, legendary Carson Palmer. Aaron Donald. Ooh, there we go. That defense is looking stout now. You add someone like Aaron Donald, that's always gonna be scary. Rookie Charleston Rambo, wide receiver. Rookie DeMarvin Leal. Rookie George Karlaftis. Yeah, that defensive line's gonna be stout for sure. Tight end rookie Cade Otton. And rookie cornerback Trent McDuffie. All right, our gold is going to be Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs gold. All right. We're also going to get Von Miller, sack attack. Funny enough, he is sacking Russell Wilson there. Potential is going to be Drake London. So that Drake London is going to get a +5. And then Celebration, Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith Celebration. All right. So again, we're going to go ahead and go over the pack one more time. Again, we are getting, since, you know, this pack did have the huddle up, we're going with the Browns. We did get Devonta Smith, Drake London, Von Miller, Tristan Wirfs, Trent McDuffie, rookie, so this will be a +4. Cade Otton, rookie, +4. George Karlaftis, rookie, +4. The Marvin Leal, rookie, +4. Charleston Rambo, rookie, +4. Aaron Donald. Carson Palmer, legendary Carson Palmer, since he's not in the game anymore. Charlie Joyner, legendary Charlie Joyner. Tarvarius Ward. Michael Brockers. Kevin Byard. Tim Patrick. Legendary Wesley Walls. Legendary Tony Romo. Jalen Waddle. Cameron Hayward. And then legendary Curtis Martin. So guys, that is the team. How do you guys think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl? Do you think they'll win? Do you think they even have a chance against teams that, you know, that we've built already on this series? Let me know. But let's go ahead and put them in the game and see how they turn out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Random Pack Rebuilds. This is episode 10 of the Cleveland Browns. You guys saw the pack. You guys see here we're at a 95 offense, 89 defense, 92 overall. This roster is absolutely stacked. And of course, with being the Browns, you know they're going to be trouble in the sim. Let's go ahead and check out the team here, though. So we did get Carson Palmer in the pack. We also did get Romo, but, you know, Palmer is the 99, so he's going to go and get the start. We also got legendary Curtis Martin. He'll get the start over Nick Chubb at the 98, but he's a 99 overall. We did get Charlie Joyner in that pack, too, legendary. We also got rookie Drake London. He got that +5 on the insert there. We also got Devonta Smith. We already had Amari Cooper on the team, and we also got Jalen Waddle here. So pretty stacked wide receiver core. We did get Tristan Wirfs with that +2, so he'll be starting there at left tackle. Of course, we also did get Wesley Walls, the legendary player. We did get Cade Otton, so he got the +4, so he'll be the backup to Wesley Walls. Now the defense, that's where a lot of this pack was. We did get Von Miller, we did get Aaron Donald, DeMarvin Leal got that +4, so he's the starting defensive tackle. Cam Hayward was also in that pack, along with rookie Trent McDuffie. And then we also got Kevin Byard. So as you see here, this defense is absolutely stacked. The offense, absolutely stacked. I wouldn't be surprised if this team goes all the way. But of course, you do have those pesky Dallas Cowboys, you know, from this series. So this is going to be episode 10. So this will probably be the last episode of the season. We'll go ahead and start a season 2 just to make things fresh. Also on here, I did see, as far as the schedule goes, we do play the Steelers, the Jets, because they're in the division, the Steelers twice. They also play the Jets and the Dolphins during the season. I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit and go ahead and just watch the first game. If they make it to the playoffs, we'll go ahead and watch the first 2 series. If they play against, you know, the other rebuild teams, but, you know, just for sake of the long video here, just so that way it's not another hour and a half, 2 hour long video. Unless, you know, you guys like that, go ahead and comment down below if that's something that you guys like to see, and I can go ahead and continue doing that. But for this video, we're just going to go ahead and jump in here to the first game here against the Carolina Panthers. Again, as we usually do, we'll jump in, watch the first 2 series, and then we'll go ahead and sim out to the rest. Again, guys, this is a lot of fun. This one actually was a long time to make just because of all the different legendaries. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Again, let me know if you guys like this series so that way I can continue making it for you guys.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here, and at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold was one of the big-time early season stories of last year, leading Carolina to a 3-0 start.
All right, so we're going to go and slow it down here. Watch the first 2 series.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. Thomas has got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Darnold. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Darnold to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
That's where we are.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run it again with Martin. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Palmer. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Palmer. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Palmer now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Palmer. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Martin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First down, here's the run with Martin. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Coleman.
All right, so both teams go down on their first drive and get a touchdown. So it is 7-7. We're going to go ahead and sim out the rest of this here. All right, so 7-7 now. 2nd quarter, Cleveland does get another field goal, now up 10-7. Carolina also gets a field goal, so and then Cleveland strikes quick. Now 17-10, 24-10 Cleveland now here in the 2nd quarter. Now here in the 2nd half, Cleveland up 24-10, now up 31-10. Cleveland just piling on now at this point. Up still 31-10. Now here in the 4th quarter, 33-10. Looks like they got a safety. 36-10 now, and that's the game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
All right.
Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
And that is going to be your final score. Cleveland Browns do take out the Carolina Panthers week 1. 36-10 is your final score. Sam Darnold ends the game with 199 yards and a touchdown. Carson Palmer had 186 yards of his own with 2 touchdowns. Curtis Martin had 17 carries for 122 yards. Charlie Joyner clocks in with 4 receptions for 26 yards. And Drake London had 5 receptions for 81 yards. All right, so that's going to do it in the books here for week 1. We're going to go ahead and sim out to the mid-season point.
The players on your team, Earndex quickly upgrades your team.
Looks like we had a little bit of stuff there. All right, so going to go ahead and just sim out here to the mid-season point and see where everybody is at. Again, guys, if you like this kind of content, please go ahead and smash that like button. I really appreciate it. This does take a long time to make. However, it is a lot of fun. So just a reminder, guys, that liking and subscribing is free. However, it does help me out a lot. So definitely do that if you will. If you are new, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, just so that way you don't miss another episode. We do put these out every Friday for you guys. So here we are, Browns 7-0 at the mid-season point. So looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and sim out to the playoffs then. Looks like they've got a pretty good hold of what's going on. So we are just going to go ahead and sim out here to the playoffs, see how everything shakes. Is this going to be another undefeated season? Only time will tell. Stay tuned and we will definitely figure that out together here. Hopefully we'll know here in just a couple moments. All right, so week 18. Oh, here we go. So they are 16-1. They are taking on the Jets there and Drew Brees. So we will go ahead and watch the first couple series of that. Funny here that they're 16-1 and they're in the wild card. So the Dolphins are the 1 seed while the Browns get the 2 seed. Jets do get the 7 seed. Steelers are also in there at the 6 seed, so maybe we'll see a couple games here. Again, the Steelers, Jets, and Dolphins were other teams that we built, along with our Browns here. And of course, you've got the Cowboys on the other side as the 1 seed, so they're definitely going to be a problem if we make it all the way to the Super Bowl. But let's go ahead and look at stats and all that fun stuff here. As far as league goes, Herbert, Roethlisberger, and Manning are your passing leaders. Curtis Martin, Barry Sanders, and Earl Campbell are the rushing leaders. Receiving leaders are Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Your sack leaders are going to be Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, and Trayvon Walker. Interception leaders Jamal Adams, Tariq Woolen, and Stephon Gilmore. Tackle leaders are Cole Holcomb, Logan Wilson, and Devin White. Let's go and look at the yearly awards here. Your MVP is going to go to Ben Roethlisberger of the Dolphins there. Peyton Manning comes in at number 2. Carson Palmer comes in at number 4. Coach of the Year is going to go to Mike McCarthy of the Cowboys. They went also 16-1. Looked like the Dolphins went 17-0. Oh my goodness. So the Browns went 16-1, the Dolphins 17-0, and the Cowboys are 16-1. So definitely some crazy teams this time around. So your offensive player of the year is going to go to Curtis Martin of the Browns. Defensive player of the year goes to Myles Garrett of the Dolphins. The 17-0 Dolphins, by the way. Aaron Donald gets number 3 for the Browns. Von Miller comes in at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to George Pickens of the Dolphins. Drake London clocks in at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Trayvon Walker of the Dolphins. DeMarvin Leal comes in at number 5 for the Browns. Trent McDuffie comes in at 9. Best quarterbacks goes to Ben Roethlisberger there of the Dolphins. Carson Palmer comes in at number 3. Best running back goes to Curtis Martin of our Browns. Best receiver is going to go to George Pickens of the Dolphins. Charlie Joiner comes in at number 4. Best offensive lineman went to Brandon Scherf of the Jaguars there. Wyatt Teller comes in at number 8 for the Browns. Best defensive lineman went to Myles Garrett of the Dolphins. Aaron Donald comes in at number 2. Best linebacker went to TJ Watt of the Steelers. Von Miller comes in at number 3. Best defensive back is going to go to Stephon Gilmore of the Colts. And then best kicker goes to Jason Sanders of the Dolphins. All right. So offensive, they were 3rd in the NFL in offensive yards, and 57-14 in defensive yards. But let's look at scoring. 630 points scored. First allowed in points allowed. So they are 3rd there in offensive points. Look at points per game. Dolphins were the number 1 offense. Browns were the number 3 offense. Browns were the number 1 defense for points. So number 3 offense, number 1 defense coming into the season. Let's go and look at the all the stats. Carson Palmer, 4,868 yards and 50 touchdowns to 16 interceptions. He had a 70% completion rating, and then his quarterback rating was 115.1. So quite the season for Carson Palmer. Rushing, Curtis Martin doing Curtis Martin things. 1,939 yards and 20 touchdowns. Nick Chubb also clocked in with 418 and 6. Kareem Hunt 117 and 4. Palmer also had 113 and 3 himself. Receiving 2 1,000-yard receivers. Charlie Joiner 1,348 yards and 12 touchdowns. Drake London 1,077 and 11. Cooper comes in with 648 and 8. Walls 640 and 5. Martin 455 and 6. Devonta Smith also had 256 yards. All right, defensively, your tackle leaders are going to be Deion Jones, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and Trent McDuffie. Your tackles for losses are going to be Von Miller with 24, Aaron Donald with 21, DeMarvin Leal with 21, and Cam Hayward with 12. Sacks, Aaron Donald leads the team with 25.5. Von Miller also clocked in with 21. Interceptions, JOK had 3. Jones, Ward, and Delpit all had 2. As far as fumbles go, Kevin Baird caused 3 fumbles. Only 4 were recovered. Did we have any touchdowns? We did have 1 defensive touchdown from Denzel Ward. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and see what kind of damage the Browns can do in the playoffs here. They do have to go against the Jets. Again, they are one of our other teams that we rebuilt with Drew Brees. So let's go ahead and jump in here and see how this all shakes out. Again, guys, I hope you guys like the series. Let me know down below, if you guys like the new format.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns.
All right, slowing it down. We'll go ahead and watch the first two series here.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Breeze. He gets it to Cooks. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Breeze. He finds his man, Sky Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And New York set to take the field. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Going right back to Michael Thomas. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Brees going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brees now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now Brees again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Brees. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they are on the board but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, Do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Martin, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Martin. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
All right, so first possession, the Jets do throw the pick 6 to Denzel Ward. Then they go down and get a field goal. I still wanted to get, a drive for the Browns. They do go down and get a field goal, and now they are up 10-3 here in the wild card matchup here. So let's go ahead and sim out the rest here and see how it all pans out here. So New York now with the ball here, 2nd quarter. Oh, actually now it's Cleveland has the ball back again. Now up 17-3 on the Jets. Jets do get a field goal there, but they're still down 17-6 now. Now in the second half, Cleveland now up 24-6. Now they're just going to pile it on now, 31-6 now here in the 4th quarter. Jets just can't get anything done on offense at all. They finally do score, but that's the game.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
And that is your final score. Cleveland Browns do drop the Jets in the playoffs, 31-13. Carson Palmer had 201 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Drew Brees throws for 260 yards and a touchdown of his own. Curtis Martin, 18 carries, 84 yards. Charlie Joyner comes in with 4 receptions for 29 yards, and Drake London had 2 receptions for 38 yards. So the Browns will move on in the playoffs here. They do get past the Jets in the wild card round. We'll have to see who they face now in the next round here. And we'll know that here shortly. Alright, so they're going to get the Colts here. So we'll go ahead and just watch the intro here, and then we'll send this one out. Again, guys, I really hope you guys like this series. Hopefully the Browns can make it all the way. Let's see what happens.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns.
Alright, so this one we're just going to go ahead and sim this one all the way. We don't need to watch any gameplay here. So first quarter here, again, it is going to start 0-0 as always. Indy now with the ball. Now Cleveland with the ball. They do strike first 7-0 now here in the second quarter. Cleveland now up 14-0 here on the Colts. 21 now, 21-0. Here in the first half. Now second half, Cleveland scores again, 28-0. Indy finally gets a touchdown on the board, but Cleveland again with another field goal there. Indy strikes back here 13, now 31-13, 34-13, the game is over.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
And that is your final score. The Browns do knock out the Colts 34-13. Carson Palmer, 303 yards and 2 touchdowns. While Matt Ryan had 248 yards and 2 touchdowns of his own. Curtis Martin does end the game, 17 carries for 94 yards. Charlie Joyner had 9 receptions for 92 yards, and Drake London had 6 receptions for 107 yards. So a nice quick one there. We'll go ahead and sim up to the AFC Championship and see who we're playing. We'll have to see if the Browns can make it all the way. Simming next week here. And it is against the undefeated Miami Dolphins. Let's look at the bracket here and see how everything else is shaken out. The Cowboys are down. The Cowboys are down to the Eagles. Wow. and the Saints move on. So they are in the NFC Championship. They're the Saints against the Eagles, the 5 seed against the 6 seed. But here we go, AFC Championship. 1 seed Dolphins against the 2 seed Browns. We'll definitely have to see a couple of series here and see how this one shakes out, guys. The undefeated Miami Dolphins, are they going to make it all the way? Let's see how these two juggernauts look here as they clash in the AFC Championship game.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
All right, and again, we're going to slow it down here, watch our first couple series, and then we'll sim out.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Got London on the slant. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Play action. Now Palmer steps away. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Stays on his feet. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Martin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Palmer. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Palmer. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And it's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give left to Martin. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Palmer. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Palmer will throw. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
All right, so Miami goes down and throws an interception, and then the Browns go back down and score a touchdown on their opening drive. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and sim out the rest of this here to the end of the game, and we'll have to see how it all pans out here. All right, so Cleveland up 7-0. Miami does strike back now 7-7. Cleveland does put another touchdown on the board. So does Miami. So this is definitely going to be one of those back and forth games. The defenses are going to definitely have to come up big here. So Cleveland up 21-14 now in the second half. Cleveland now up 24-14, has a 10-point lead. Here in the third quarter, Miami does get another touchdown on the board. 24-21 now 31-21. Quick score for the Miami Dolphins here. So with 2 minutes left, let's go ahead and slow it down and see if they can see what happens here.
They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run it again with Martin. Able to slither by. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the defense will burn their third.
All right, so Martin does get the first down. There's nothing that they can do now at this point. That game is over. So we'll go ahead and sim out the rest of the game.
And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
All right, so the undefeated Dolphins get knocked out in the AFC Championship by the Browns, 31-28. Roethlisberger did have 279 yards and a touchdown, but Carson Palmer, what a day, 392 yards and 4 touchdowns. Curtis Martin ended the game with 19 carries for 87 yards. Charlie Joyner had 8 receptions for 130 yards, while Drake London had 8 receptions for 118 yards. So the Browns knock out the Dolphins and head to the Super Bowl. We'll have to see who they face, because it won't be the Cowboys. So it's looking good for the Browns right now for maybe becoming Super Bowl champions here. Let's go ahead and sim out to the Super Bowl here. All right, so they're going to be facing the 8-9 Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go ahead and take one more look here at the roster before we continue. You guys saw where it started, and this is where it's at now. So they are a 92 overall, 96 offense, and 89 defense. Palmer was that 99. Martin's that 99. We also got Chubb as the 99 as well. Joyner's still a 96 overall, but Drake London actually up to a 92 now. Mari Cooper 94, Devonta Smith 91, along with Jalen Waddle is a 91 as well. So yeah, this offense looking good here. The defense, of course, you do have 99 Donald along with 99 Von Miller. You did get Kevin Byard up here. He's a 97 with Denzel Ward and Trent McDuffie over here as well. So what a season, and the defense is actually looking pretty stout as well. Let's go ahead and see if they can complete the season here and get the Super Bowl championship here to come to Cleveland. The Eagles are an 88 overall, so let's see if they can complete the season here.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, CD. All eyes on the AFC champs. A lot of folks out there in Ohio have waited a long time for this night. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever.
It's a franchise and a fan base that's certainly been through a lot. Losing seasons, plenty of drama, a lot of failed expectations. At one point, they were winning plenty of titles in the NFL, but you have to go back to 1964 for their last one. Pre-Super Bowl era, when they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago, but this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
Again, as usual here for the Super Bowl, we'll go ahead and slow it down and watch the first couple series here, and then we'll sim out the rest of it.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team, and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Palmer to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to...
All right, so the defenses are on display on this Super Bowl here. So both teams go down and both teams are forced to punt. So we'll go ahead and sim out the rest of this, guys, and see who wins the Super Bowl here. So it is still 0-0 here in the first quarter. See who's going to score first in this Super Bowl. Cleveland does, and they are up 7-0 now over the Eagles. Now up 14-0 over Philadelphia. 17-0 now, Cleveland. 24-0 now. Okay, so it looks like Cleveland's finally starting to turn it on. Philly does get 8 points there, but Cleveland does go right back down the field now. 31-8 here now in the fourth quarter. Is now 37-8. There's nothing Philadelphia can do. Now 41-8. This game's over.
How about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
That is it, guys. The Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl here, 41-15 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts did all he could, 255 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Carson Palmer, 264 yards and a touchdown. You guys saw it, the Super Bowl MVP, Curtis Martin, 11 carries, 133 yards. Charlie Joyner also had 10 receptions for 145 yards, while Drake London had 3 receptions for 31 yards. So the Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl here for the last game of this season of Random Pack Rebuilds. So next week we'll go ahead and reset the rosters and start season 2. And what I'll try to do is go ahead and add all of the new free agent signings and all that good stuff as well. I was kind of wanting to wait for another couple weeks here until after the draft so we could try to get some of the some of the new players like CJ Stroud and guys like that to get in as well. But here we go. Here is the season recap here. Again, Curtis Martin is your Super Bowl MVP. The Cleveland Browns do get their first Super Bowl championship. The MVP went to Roethlisberger. Coach of the Year went to McCarthy. Offensive Player of the Year went to Earl Campbell. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Romeo Doubs of the Packers. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Trayvon Walker of the Dolphins. Awesome. So again, guys, we'll go ahead and reset the rosters and start fresh for next week. Please stick around for that if you guys have lasted this long. Again, guys, it is free for you to hit the like button and subscribe, but it does definitely help me out, especially with all the time that we put and all the effort we put into this season, into this series. So yeah, definitely let me know with that like button if you guys like the series or not. And again, we'll reset the rosters. But until next week, guys, have a good night. Keep those packs ripping, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.